Welcome back to the Aramco Powered by House studio, and we're joined again by Mia Baker.
Thanks for having me.
Did such a good job at Centurion. We got you back in Hong Kong.
God, it is a good day, isn't it? We're in Hong Kong now.
First impressions of the tournament this week?
It is very hot and humid out here. I'm sweltering right now, but the course looks in impeccable condition. The 18th looks so nice with that water there. That's their signature hole here, isn't it?
It is the signature hole. Are you playing?
I am not playing. They
We need you out there.
They said, no, you need to be in the studio with Rach Drummond.
So, last time we looked at your swing, what you've been working on, so we thought it'd be a good idea to start back there this week in Hong Kong.
Yes.
Are you happy about this? You're not too sure?
You know me, I love a swing and I love to perfect a swing and I love to analyse a swing, and we just filmed a swing and it wasn't where I want it to be. But all is not lost, it takes time.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, if you don't already know. She's got one of the best looking swings for playing how long? 3.5 years. She's so diligent. You want it to be perfect.
I want it to be perfect. Absolutely. Why would you not?
So we've actually got the swing here.
See, I could analyse this already and everything.
Go on, Mia. Go for it. What are you not happy with at this setup?
Can I stand back a bit or I have to be this close? So I would like my back to be a little bit straighter, my shoulders a little bit more relaxed. I feel like I was quite uptight, but it's also my first swings of the day, so I can't really be disappointed.
And the old 12-hour flight, you know?
Oh yeah, about that. And the 5 a.m. wake up didn't help either.
There we go. We're reeling them off.
There we
so
go.
Setup-wise, you'd like it to just look a little bit softer?
Yeah, a little bit more softer, a little bit more like athletic looking. I look slightly too rigid here for my liking.
Yeah.
Not awful.
Okay, how about face on?
Face on, all right. I mean, I'm quite on the edge of the mat, so...
Yeah, you're hanging off. We make it easy for you here in the studio. I mean, I love the angles. You've got your handle on the golf ball. Stance looks good for the 7-iron. You do look more relaxed this side.
Yeah.
That one,
Just a bit
not
up,
so much.
it?
I mean, to me, low point good, ball position good. I think we're liking it.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
So what have you been working on? Let's play the video through.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. Do we have to?
So one thing I do, which personally it happens every time when I first hit balls and I haven't warmed up, is I tend to go steep first. Then, as I practice, I warm up, I remind myself I need to be a bit more shallow.
Let's have a little look. So when you say steep, explain what you mean.
So when we get to the top of my backswing, I overextend. I'm quite flexible naturally. So here, the overextensions cause it to go quite steep above my shoulder.
Yeah.
If I am to be a bit more shallower, it helps prevent that overextension, which helps keep my body, my arms all together when I come into my swing. But it's reminding myself constantly I need to be doing those things.
So a little drill that will help if you're speaking about that. I completely agree. If you get your hands a little deeper, so with the arrows a little bit more behind, what you mentioned, you'll see more of your right shoulder.
Yeah.
And the reason we want that is not just the aesthetic, it's because it will help the club, what you've spoken about, shallow a little more on the way down.
Yeah.
There's so many things to think about.
There's so many things to think about.
But on the way down, we're not, anything you don't like about there?
Yes, of course.
That was a silly question.
So one thing I want to do is try and retain that lag. So when I do a good backswing, I can get a good amount of lag here, but it's retaining that through into impact with the ball. I lose a lot. I lose a lot between this position here.
Yeah.
And some of the drills I'm trying to work on are going to help that. I haven't had enough time to work on them yet. I've just thought about them.
So there's one little thing all the best players in the world do. Okay. So on the way back, arms go up, and then on the way down, the hands start lower.
Yeah.
Going into impact, and tend to be on this trail thigh, which is exactly what you've pointed out.
Yeah.
And this is what you talk about, that loss of lag look that you get. I've got a little drill that might help with
Yeah, I'll take any drills at this point.
Because often trying to achieve a look, but there's something that's actually triggering why the loss of lag is happening. Trying to get lag, if you work on this, I think it will help you get lag a bit better.
Perfect.
Do you want that?
Absolutely.
Just one more thing for you to think about. So we'll do that in a second, and then through the ball. I mean, I always think it looks.
Yeah, through the ball is okay, but that's probably the least important part because I've hit the ball at that point.
Yeah, but you fold it good. You've got the lovely extension.
Yeah. it's all tweaks really, isn't it? Like I can play with that swing, the ball goes in the air, it goes pretty much ish where my yardages are. It's just how do I get more efficiency out of my shots really.
So let's go. You've got a drill for everyone at home that we're going to start with. So I'm going to hand you my 7-iron.
Yeah. Thank you
and
very
my
much.
stick. So I want you to talk us through a drill that's been helping you, because you're always working, and I think this will help people at home as well. So talk us through this one.
So it's quite a simple drill really. Alignment stick. You can, what else could you use? I don't know.
Another club?
Another club.
Just
It's going to be quite heavy, but get those guns going. Stick it on the end, and the idea of this drill is you don't want this end of the alignment stick to be hitting you. So if you're like me, you're prone to casting. When you get to here, naturally, see that separation there, which we're trying to avoid because we want to be more here. But here, if you're casting, that is going to hit you in the side, and that's what we want to try and prevent. So if you can get it down here, and then it's like a full rotation, body, arms, everything together to hit the ball. You can do small swings. I think it's really important to do small swings. You can actually do this at home. Just a dry drill to get that motion so when you go to the range, it's not totally foreign. I've not been doing that, but I should, so I'm going to tell myself. That's what I'm going to do later.
I know what you're doing in your own.
But yeah, if you can get to this really nice position here, it's just going to help get, basically hold that shaft lean that we're looking for.
And you're a big advocate, aren't you, of slow swings?
Slow swings.
Why do you love doing them so much?
Muscle memory. Muscle memory is probably one of the most impactful things you can do in golf. It's important for everything you do, you know. Have you ever driven a car and you're in like auto mode and you just know how to drive it? It's like intuitive to you, and that's what you want on the golf course, because there's so many other things going on, so many external factors, and you just need to trust your swing, trust what's going on, and that's what muscle memory does.
Can I give you one little nugget?
Yes, go for it.
Just because you love having the thought me, I'm going to add a bit more.
I love it.
Okay, so swing to the top. You can still use the sticks. Okay, so in the video, and you even mentioned it, the trail knee kicks in a little bit, doesn't it? So as soon as that kicks in, the pressure goes out of your right foot. And I think that's one of the reasons you actually lose the lag on the club.
Pressure goes out of my right foot. So I need to stay more back.
Yeah, so a good drill my coach used to get me to do was if I swing to the top, I want to almost feel like I'm doing a bit of a squat, which keeps the pressure still staying in both legs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get the arms down here, and then you can turn through. And when you do that, it's perfect.
Love
and
it.
then when you do that, it just helps you stay in the ground a little longer. Because if you do it slowly, you'll get this straight away. If you swing to the top, and then if that kicks in, do you see which way the arms and everything's going?
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost, I've actually noticed that I tend to like push up a bit too much rather than, I don't know.
I don't mind you pushing. You have to push up, otherwise you'll fat it. But get that there, and then you can really go for it. So that's a good one for you to look when you're in the mirror, the slow swings, feeling that right trail knee just kind of feeling like it goes out a little bit. That's a good feeling.
Perfect. I love both of those drills together, actually.
Any other drills you've got you think that might help everyone at home?
It depends on what you're working on. Personally, wouldn't say work on too many things at once. I think takeaway is super important. I spoke about it last time. If you can nail that, it gets you into nice positions throughout. But if you do have certain drills or certain things you are working on, just really try and ingrain it and be happy with your swing. Feel yourself, watch yourself, analyze it. And then when you feel ready and it's like subconscious, then I think you can start adding in other drills as well.
And I think you make a very good point there. Having too many things, one or two is enough if you're getting taught. Yeah. If you have 4 or 5, you're paralysed. Yeah. I've been there. Have you been there?
Oh, God, I've been there. I live there.
It is. And I've just given you another one.
Love it.
Okay, so we've spoken about your swing. You've been playing great. We cannot not talk about BMW PGA Championship. You came second in the Pro-Am.
Yeah, it's a team event, so it wasn't just me.
But you were in part. If we go back, we've actually got some footage. So let's have a little look. I think you're going to like this bit of footage.
Yeah. Tell you, it's one of the most nerve-wracking events you will ever play in as an amateur. Look how many people are already there. That is actually ridiculous. Come on.
And what hole was that? Is that 16?
I'm going to say yes. I basically blacked out for the whole of the event.
So we're going to talk about first tee nerves in a minute. Yeah. But let's talk about this chip, because a chip in when you're at your home club and you're playing a friendly round, but a chip in
front of all these
when
people.
You're exactly in this environment.
I couldn't believe it, honestly, because I was debating with Ollie whether we should do putter or chip, and then we went for a chip, and it just went in the hole. I couldn't believe it. Like, I've never...
Say it again, just so you can relive it again, Mia.
You know what? I actually got really embarrassed because everyone's like clapping at you and looking at you, and I got really red and flushed and I didn't know what to do. So I kind of looked at the floor and I was like, where do I need to look?
So I want to get into this a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, how did you chip in? But was there a routine you went through, club selection?
Actually, my only thought I had, because the lie was so tight, was I need to be... I haven't got a wedge here or anything. But
do you want to demonstrate one?
we can try with the little 7. But what I wanted to do, or was trying to think in my head to do, was imagine there's a ball and then there's 2 other balls on either side, and I'm hitting all 3. Because the lie was so tight, I wanted to make sure that I was going to hit pure contact, because if I was going only for the ball, the chances I was going to scull it or something like that are much higher. So
is this a good drill for everyone to try at home? So you actually imagine, you visualise, you've got 3 golf balls, and you want to basically collect all 3 golf balls. I love that.
Yeah, so I actually learned that from Todd Clements.
Yeah.
He plays on DP World Tour. He won recently. And I was watching him chip, and I was saying, why are you doing this drill? And he was hitting like 3 balls all at once. And he said...
Am I safe?
I don't know about that. I don't know if he... Also, not quite the same club. I think this was the drill. I can't really remember, or something like that. But the idea was
it sounds
he's
good.
hitting... I don't think this is the drill.
Is it not?
It's something like
Let's
that.
go with it. Go on, hit all 3. Let's see what happens. Oh. I mean, it worked.
I mean, 3 went. But that was the idea in my head, just because of the tight lie.
And you have a very good chipping tip, which you say has saved your short game.
Yeah.
So can you give that to everyone as well?
So this is for just around the green, not for like very big chips. It's from Hannah Davies. She's a PGA professional, and it's helped me so much. So the first thing is you want to obviously have your hips slightly open. You're doing a much smaller swing, so it's important that you do that. Grip down a little bit. But the thing that has been most impactful and interesting is toeing up the wedge. So it's kind of got toe on the ground here, and you're doing that really nice backwards and forwards straight line chip, and yeah, you're just turning through.
Let's see one of those then, Mia.
Let's see one of these. The pressure's on now.
What I love, there's a few key points I'll just go through. What I loved is you said the hips are already set a little bit open. As you say, you haven't got as much time if it's a shorter swing. So if you're there to start with, money. Toe in the ground works every time.
Every time.
It's magic.
I don't know why do they not make the clubs like that? Just always have it.
You could be like Bryson DeChambeau and just
make my own club.
Well, he does exactly the same, doesn't he? He's got just straight down, back and through. Yeah. So that's your tip.
Yeah.
Okay. I like those. Right, now, first tee, driver Wentworth.
I mean... There was no one there either. It was like 6 a.m. and I was still so scared.
I think we need to see you hit one and talk about how you got through it, because we all experience this. The girls, even at this level, will experience this. What did you go through? How much did your caddy help you?
He was a bit tired in the morning, I'm not going to lie. He didn't really speak to me for the first few holes.
That's not good. We like communication.
But he did wake up, so it's fine. But yeah, I think doing it more often probably helps.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit more familiar. I'm not going to say it gets better. It doesn't feel like it gets better any time with me. And then trying to get that adrenaline out of your system. I get such a huge rush of adrenaline. Don't know what to do with it.
So actually speaking to Gabs Cowley this week, obviously having an amazing season, breathing.
I've heard breathing.
She did. Yeah, breathing's important.
But I've heard it is actually very important. Like a lot of athletes do it.
Massive.
Yeah.
So she was doing, hopefully she won't mind giving her secrets, but she did 4 in, hold for 4, 8 out.
Through the mouth, through the nose?
Through the nose, in 4, it's box breathing, but normally it would be 4, another count for 4, but she does 8 to let it all out. So you can give that a go. And it softens the shoulders.
That's it. You feel really tight. You feel like stressed. You've got all this adrenaline running through your body. And then you have to hit a shot.
Nicer.
Yeah. So the benefit of playing in these types of pro-ams, it's a tour scramble, so it's first ball, better ball. So you're supposed to not feel as nervous because you've got 4 opportunities, right? Still get nervous. But it's meant to take away that, if I mess up, I'm not going to be able to play. You still can. Just got to go for it.
And how about your routine? Were you thinking, where do I want to hit it? Were you thinking, please just make contact?
I was thinking, please make contact. My first shot of the day is always, don't have to swing it too hard, just swing it enough so that it goes in the air and straight.
Yeah.
On the fairway is better than nothing. And yeah.
I think that's great advice. A coach used to say to me, like, use the first few holes just to get into your game.
Yeah.
Like, don't go at too many pins. Like, work out where you're hitting it, what your miss is,
Yeah.
and then build on that. So that's good. You're
Yeah.
dropping these nuggets everywhere.
Didn't even know. It comes naturally.
And talk about the pro you're with. What did you learn from Mr. Sepp Straka?
Yes, so yeah, exactly. We played with Sepp Straka. It was his first time in the Ryder Cup last week, which is pretty cool. Just super chilled. Every single golfer I've played with who is at that elite level is just so calm. Whether it's a great shot, bad shot, it's like, it doesn't even bother them, doesn't faze them. It's incredible. But yeah, he was unbelievable. Just hit every good shot.
Did he give you any tips?
Not really any tips. He was just so relaxed. He just made me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much all you need, to be honest, at a Pro-Am, because most people can hit a ball. It's about controlling your mind and mental game when you're out there.
I know exactly what you mean. I did the first interview with Jose Mariola Farball and I was absolutely bricking it. And he walked so slow. But probably what Sepp did to you, like without even realising, you're walking slower.
Yeah.
You're breathing more.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got that air of something about them that's different. And a lot of the players this week have it.
Yeah.
Sepp definitely had it.
And they
Jose
snack. They
definitely
snack
have
all
it.
the time. I didn't realise how much they snack and have these energy things in a little
Yeah.
sachet. Sachet?
Sachet. I can't even
A
say it.
sachet. Don't know what that is. A sachet. I'm like, what are they? But yeah, always fueling themselves. Nutrition's important. Warming up's important. And keeping calm and cool is important.
Did you warm up?
I tried.
At
It's
the
hard
what
when
time?
you go
4
there,
a.m.?
you're meeting people, you're like, hey, how's it going? How's it from last year? And then the warm-up kind of comes last. So yeah, probably could have warmed
And
up.
then you got your sachet and you're all off. You're good to go. Right, let's see you hit a driver. Pretend
After
you're
all
there.
that, pretend I'm
You're
there.
breathing. Relax your shoulders.
See, I would love this to be slightly higher, but I guess
sorry.
beggars can't be choosers.
Yes. Oh, and on the tee, preferably. That would be...
Yeah. Yeah, I like to tee my ball up a little bit higher just because for me, it helps me hit up on it. If it's too low, sometimes I hit down on it, and that's where I'm more likely to hit the floor, if you wondered why I do that.
Please don't knock that off again because
Sorry.
it's really hard. Knock it off when you hit it. Okay, so higher tee.
Yeah.
Anything else? I see you drop your trail shoulder a bit more. Is
Yeah,
that
and I stay
intentional?
back on the ball because I want to hit it up and
Love it.
through. And then one thing I like to think about is actually the opposite of what I've been trying to do with my irons and getting that club head through before my hands and hitting it round
Club head through.
before. So like more like
letting go of
that
it.
rather than like this.
Exactly, because irons, you need to hit it down this. You need to hit it high.
Yeah. So it's all a bit confusing, this golf stuff, but we learn. Every day we learn. Okay, let's hope this goes well. It's a nice low shot, as expected, to be honest, because I teed it low.
But, Mia, they're not your clubs.
They're not my clubs.
The swing look money. It would have found the fairway.
It would have found the fairway. And I want to hit again.
You know what my mum used to say?
Yeah,
There's no pictures on the scorecard.
there aren't, but I literally video everything I do, so there's a lot of pictures.
Let's go for it. Really unleash one.
Oh, that was a nice left hook. I was actually aiming for the pin over there.
You unleashed it.
I was actually a little bit close, I'm not going to lie.
It is. It's all a little bit tight. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more. Let's release some more energy.
Honestly, I love everything you're doing. Sorry, it's me just trying to get this. Nothing to see here, T. Here we go. Is it all right there?
Yeah, let's
That's
go.
weird.
Perfect.
Okay, same again. So T, we would like it a little bit higher.
Tee like a bit higher, preferably my own clubs.
I'm going to do something here. Ready? You're going to feel like you can't hit me. Unleash it past me. I'll move.
Okay,
I promise I won't hurt you.
I'm scared.
It's going off the tee.
Are you ready?
Live TV, eh? Right there you go.
That was high, that one.
I love that.
She loved it.
Okay, so the only reason, you know how I got you to go there? The other two, it looked like you
See, it's because I've just hit an iron.
Exactly. So that's a really nice feel you can add. Here we go, 86.
Oh, hello.
Ball speed's up, spin rate. I mean, that driver hasn't been fitted,
It has.
so it's a little bit high. But if that 86 with those sort of numbers, Mia, that's lovely. But that's a really good tip.
Yeah.
Like you say, you want the hands passing, the club head passing your hands. This will also help you.
So I do one more mega hit.
You crack me up. She can't
I
get
can't
enough.
stop it. This golf stuff is so addictive. And I know people say it, but I actually mean it when I say it. I could just stay in here all day. Haven't hit balls in ages. I keep working.
You're testing me here. The pink tees are gone flying.
Maybe I get a higher tee.
Gone into my sachet. Let me get you. Let me.
Gone into my sachet. All right.
If I can get this on here, we've done well.
Oh,
Because it's a bit precarious.
what about in one of those little holes?
It's a bit. I can't. Mia, do you want to have a go?
What's in these? Can we put them in?
No, it doesn't go in there, sadly.
Oh yeah, this does not seem very... I think we might have to pass up on this.
Do you want to hit one off the deck?
Yeah, let's
Come
do
on,
it.
Let's see your skills. Do you
So-
change anything for hitting it off the deck?
Get natural fade off the deck, don't you?
Yeah. And trajectory?
Trajectory low.
Yeah. It's like a little test. Change the ball position or do you
Grip
just
down, ball slightly more in. Is it?
in or what do you mean? Sorry. Further back? Yeah. I'd move the ball back a little bit so your chest is covering it a bit more. Good.
And then grip down.
Yeah. I mean, that is money.
See? Just as we intended. Little fade, right at the trees, perfect aim point. There you go. Drive off the deck
Do
with
you
me
know
at
what?
B.
That is the pinnacle of fun. You've said what you're going to do and you've done it. I think you can go, Mia. It's not
All right,
going to
guys,
get
see you
any
later.
better than that. Look, 86 off the deck.
Yeah, see? It's fine.
So good.
And as we get warmed up, hit a few more shots, you'll eventually get up to 100. One thing I found as well, if I gym before I golf, it helps get all of my yardages up massively, and I had no idea. I only recently learned that. So,
And what sort of exercises do you do?
like
Is
a
it
full
active-
gym session.
Okay, so it'll be weights and cardio.
No.
Okay, so just weights.
Yes.
And
And I've
what
only
sort of
just started the gym.
What? You're like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Do you know the words for the weight?
I'm learning them, but I'm now doing like a golf specific PT program
With Hattie Lawrence.
with Hattie
Yes,
Lawrence.
I know Hattie.
And it's helping me so much using muscles I didn't even know I had.
Yeah.
That are then going to help me. So I said I'm kind of hyperextend, I'm a bit over flexible to control myself a bit better. And then I can hopefully hit the ball better.
A lot of the players this week, they'll do a light gym session, then they'll do activations.
Yeah.
So exactly what you're talking about.
And
so.
it helps. Honestly, swear down, just try it one time. Just try going to the gym, hitting or playing a round of golf and see if it changes anything.
Eating the right food,
And eating the right food.
being calm like Set. I mean, it's the endless.
Yeah, do you want us to really write down this? I don't think so.
Thank you so much for joining us again, Mia.
Thanks for
This
having
has been
me.
Aramco powered by How, and you've certainly given a lot of hows and answers for our viewers at home. So thank you so much. Thank you.